India's melody diplomacy, more than just a toffee. Good evening. Tonight, let's talk about diplomacy. Not through war rooms, not through policy documents, not through long speeches, but through a small Indian toffee, melody. For millions of Indians, melody is not just candy, it is nostalgia, it is childhood, it is that one sweet toffee from the local shop after school. A symbol every middle class Indian instantly recognizes. Melody, itna chocolatey kyun hai? A line that stayed with generations. But today, melody means something more. Because in the era of Vikshit Bharat, even a small Indian toffee can become a tool of soft power. This week, Prime Minister Narendra Modi met Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni. And behind that smiling photographs, social media moments, and light-hearted interaction lies a deeper strategic reality. India and Italy are no longer just diplomatic partners. They are building a long term strategic relationship for the future, a roadmap from 2025 to 2029. Defense cooperation, space collaboration, clean energy, technology, trade partnerships, and perhaps most importantly, connectivity. The IMEC corridor, the India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor, a strategic trade route designed to connect India to Europe through ports, rail, energy, and digital infrastructure. This is not just trade, this is geopolitics. And Italy matters in this equation. But here is what makes modern diplomacy different. Today's global politics is not only about documents and closed door meetings, it is also about connections, emotions, public perceptions. Leaders today are not just speaking to the government, they are speaking directly to public. And in a world filled with wars, tensions, economic uncertainty, and geopolitical rivalry, when world leaders share human moments, laughter, culture, or even a simple toffee, it creates comfort. It makes diplomacy feel human, not robotic. Of course, critics will disagree. Some opposition leaders in India say diplomacy should remain formal, distant, strictly official. There were even remarks mocking Prime Minister Modi's foreign visit, saying he goes abroad to distribute candies. But perhaps they are missing the larger picture. Strategic alliances are not just built only through cold handshakes and conference table anymore. In the modern world, nations must emotionally understand each other too. Because people support partnerships when they feel connected to them. That is where Prime Minister Modi's style of diplomacy becomes different. Whether it is the Yoga Day at the United Nations, millets on the global stage, or now something as simple as melody. India is exporting emotion, culture, familiarity, and identity. And there is another interesting angle. After the viral melody moments, online discussion around Parley's iconic brand surged once again across social media. A decades old Indian product suddenly returned to global conversations. That is the power of soft branding. No luxury chocolates, no billion-dollar campaign, just an old Indian toffee carrying the taste of nostalgia. Parley G. G Money Genius. Simple product, simple identity, but deeply connected to ordinary Indians. And that is perhaps the message here. Sometimes diplomacy is not about grand symbolism. Sometimes the smallest things carry the strongest meaning. A shared smile, a cultural reference, a familiar taste. Food has always connected civilization. And when sweetness is shared, bonds become stronger, sweeter. Perhaps we may never see cinematic balcony scene from Rome under the golden sunset, but we are witnessing something else. Two nations building trust, one conversation at a time, one project at a time, one shared moment at a time, and maybe one melody at a time. For further such update, keep watching the Sikkim Today.